You are amongst the few companies, there are many, but among the few very large companies who have a global footprint. You went overseas when it was fashionable, or perhaps not even fully fashionable to go overseas, and you took on a very tough challenge in Africa. You work in other geographies. You also sort of taken control of British Telecom, BT as it's called now. Since you have a sense of how the global trade order works and you've seen it evolve, do you feel that rising protectionism, trade wars will impede the growth of businesses, not for Bharti, but generally speaking, cross-border growth of businesses?
I think some bit has happened, that protectionism has come in, the global order in that sense. If you see more bilateral negotiations are happening, the multilateral organizations have been quiet, I have to say. So clearly there is a pressure among nations to, reset the button, if I may call. And if it becomes that the multilateral agencies are actually not active, and it becomes more on FTAs, becomes more on bilateral, becomes on negotiations, sure enough. And general mood is being seen that most countries are becoming protectionist inward. Earlier the outward, the global outlook was different. That is true. As we speak, that is happening.
The mood of India Inc., corporate captains like you, what's the buzz? What do you talk in between sessions at Davos with regard to India and its economic prospects?
I think, I've had a couple of conversations, met many people. India still remains a bright spot, I have to say. We are the fastest growing economy, 6.5, 7, 6.7. So give and take 6.5. So that the growth story of India remains intact. Also, the interest in India for manufacturing is the first time we are seeing over the years that we have seen manufacturing is getting a lot of traction. Of course, investments in renewable, EV, infrastructure. I think India's story remains robust enough for people to be engaged.